Al Capone's Last Stand, a deadly game of power and survival in Prohibition. Era Chicago. In the 1920s, it was a bustling metropolis teeming with ambition and vice. Amidst this backdrop, Al Capone emerged as a powerful figure in the city's underworld. His criminal empire, built on illegal activities, would become synonymous with both the lawlessness and the glamour of the era. Prohibition, which banned the production and sale of alcohol, inadvertently fueled the rise of organized crime. Criminal enterprises saw immense profit potential in the illicit liquor trade. Speakeasies flourished, and gangsters like Capone capitalized on the public's insatiable thirst, turning Prohibition into a lucrative business opportunity. Capone's rise to power was marked by cunning and ruthlessness. He quickly ascended the ranks of Chicago's criminal hierarchy, leveraging his charisma and strategic alliances. By eliminating rivals and corrupting officials, Capone solidified his control over the city's illicit activities, becoming a feared and respected figure. Smuggling became the backbone of Capone's operations. Importing alcohol from Canada and other sources, his network ensured a steady supply to speakeasies and private clients. This illegal trade generated vast sums of money, allowing Capone to expand his influence and maintain his grip on Chicago's underworld. The federal government soon recognized the need to combat the illegal liquor trade. Agents were tasked with cracking down on smuggling operations, leading to frequent raids and arrests. These federal efforts aimed to disrupt the supply chains that fueled criminal empires, putting pressure on figures like Capone to adapt or face downfall. With Prohibition in full swing, rival gangs fiercely competed for control of Chicago's lucrative liquor market. The illegal alcohol trade promised immense profits, leading to violent turf wars. Each gang sought dominance, employing ruthless tactics to undermine their competitors and secure their share of the booming black market. Al Capone's empire thrived, making it the cornerstone of his operations. The profits from illegal alcohol funded his various criminal enterprises. Capone's network of speakeasies and distribution channels ensured a steady flow of illicit booze, cementing his grip on Chicago's underworld. Federal crackdowns on the illegal significant threat to Capone's dominance. Law enforcement agencies intensified their efforts, conducting raids and intercepting shipments. These actions disrupted Capone's supply lines, threatening his revenue streams and forcing him to adapt to the growing pressure from federal agents. The interception sent shockwaves through Capone's organization. It wasn't just about the loss of valuable cargo, it signaled a potentially devastating blow to his operations. The immediate consequences included financial losses, strained relationships with suppliers, and a heightened sense of vulnerability among his ranks. Capone's initial reaction to the crisis was a mix of anger and strategic calculation. Recognizing the severity of the situation, he convened his top lieutenants to assess the damage and formulate a response. Capone's leadership was put to the test as he navigated through this critical juncture, determined to regain control. Tensions surged among loyal gang members as they faced mounting pressure from federal agents. The intercepted liquor shipment exposed vulnerabilities, leading to distrust and fear. Loyalties were tested, and whispers of betrayal echoed through the ranks. The once unified front now showed cracks, threatening the stability of Capone's criminal empire. Capone found himself at a crossroads, strategic decisions to maintain control. He weighed the risks of aggressive retaliation against the benefits of consolidating power discreetly. Every move was critical, as a misstep could embolden rivals and invite further federal scrutiny. The stakes had never been higher. To reclaim his dominance, Capone intensified intelligence gathering on rival gangs. Spies and informants infiltrated enemy circles, seeking crucial information about their plans and weaknesses. This intelligence was vital for crafting a calculated counterattack, aiming to dismantle competitors and reassert Capone's supremacy in the illicit liquor market. Planning a counterattack required meticulous coordination. Capone's lieutenants worked tirelessly to devise a strategy that would not only recover lost ground, but also send a clear message to adversaries. The intercepted shipment had been a significant blow, but a successful counterstrike could restore Capone's feared reputation and reaffirm his leadership. The significance of the intercepted shipment to Capone's empire found. Beyond the immediate financial loss, it symbolized a breach in the tight-knit operations he had built. This setback threatened his influence, making it imperative to respond swiftly and decisively to prevent further erosion of his power and control in Chicago. Capone's reputation as a ruthless and cunning leader greatly influences his decisions. Known for his violent tactics, he must balance maintaining his image with strategic caution. His fearsome persona deters rivals but also attracts intense law enforcement scrutiny. Each move he makes is calculated to uphold his powerful status. As law enforcement pressure increases on Capone and corruption to protect his interests. He has established a network of officials, from city cops to judges, who are on his payroll. This strategy has kept him ahead of the law, but growing public outrage threatens to unravel these alliances. The looming threat of betrayal within Capone's ranks is a constant concern. Loyalty is paramount in his operation, yet greed and fear can corrupt even the most trusted lieutenants. Capone must remain vigilant, using both intimidation and rewards to secure fidelity and prevent internal sabotage from weakening his empire. Rival gangs see Capone's current ability as an opportunity to seize power. They are plotting to exploit this moment of weakness, aiming to take over lucrative liquor routes and territories. These gangs are not just competitors, they are formidable adversaries, equally ruthless and eager to topple Capone's dominance. The fateful warehouse standoff becomes a focal point for these escalating tensions. Rival gangs, aware of the federal crackdown, hope to capitalize on the chaos. They plan to strike decisively, knowing that success could dismantle Capone's operations. This high-stakes confrontation will determine the balance of power in Chicago's underworld. The fateful warehouse standoff became a high-stakes showdown between Al Capone's gang and federal agents. Tensions were palpable as both sides prepared for a fierce confrontation. The warehouse, filled with illicit liquor, symbolized Capone's defiance against Prohibition laws and the escalating battle for control over Chicago's lucrative black market. Key figures in Capone's gang, like Frank Nitti and Jack McGurn, played crucial roles during the standoff. Their leadership and loyalty were vital as they coordinated defenses and strategized counterattacks. Each member knew the importance of holding the warehouse, understanding that losing it could spell disaster for Capone's empire. Federal agents closed in on the warehouse. Their determination to dismantle Capone's operations grew stronger. Armed with warrants and driven by the recent interception of a crucial liquor shipment, they were relentless. The agents aimed to send a clear message. Capone's reign over Chicago's illegal liquor trade was nearing its end. Tactical maneuvers by Capone's gang during the standoff showcased their resourcefulness and desperation. Barricades were erected, escape routes secured, and firearms readied. The gang's ability to adapt quickly to the unfolding situation highlighted their experience but also underscored the precariousness of their position against the federal onslaught. Warfare between Capone and his adversaries intensified the standoff. Capone's reputation as a ruthless, cunning leader was pitted against the resolve of federal agents determined to bring him down. Mind games, threats, and bluffs were exchanged, each side trying to unnerve the other, knowing that mental fortitude could tip the scales. Loyalty was the backbone of Al Capone's criminal empire, a trait he prized above all else. In times of crisis, it became even more critical. Trust among his gang members ensured operational secrecy and efficiency, especially during high-stakes moments like the warehouse standoff. Betrayal could mean disaster for Capone's reign. The standoff was a test of Capone's leadership. Under immense pressure, he had to make swift, strategic decisions. His ability to inspire and command unwavering loyalty from his men was crucial. This loyalty wasn't just about fear. It was built on mutual respect and shared fortunes within the criminal enterprise. Informants played a pivotal role in Capone's unfolding crisis. Federal agents relied on these insiders to gather crucial intelligence. Capone's network had to be airtight to prevent leaks. The fear of informants within his ranks added a layer of paranoia, making trust an even scarcer commodity. Rival gangs eyed Capone's vulnerability, plotting to exploit any weakness. These gangs saw the warehouse standoff as an opportunity to gain territory and influence. Capone needed to anticipate their moves, ensuring his strategies were robust enough to counteract their ambitions while maintaining his dominance in the criminal underworld. The standoff's stakes were intensely personal for Capone. Beyond maintaining control of his empire, his reputation was at risk. A failure could embolden rivals and weaken his grip on power. The outcome would not only affect his criminal operations, but also his standing among both allies and adversaries. Al Capone's personal stakes in the conflict are immense. His reputation as the kingpin of Chicago's underworld is on the line, and any sign of weakness could spell disaster. He is not only fighting to maintain his empire, but also for his legacy and personal survival in a treacherous game. The broader impact on Chicago's criminal underworld is significant. Rival gangs sense an opportunity to challenge Capone's dominance, leading to heightened tensions and potential violent clashes. The city's illicit economy, deeply intertwined with organized crime, faces instability, which could ripple through various illegal enterprises and disrupt the status quo. Media coverage of the standoff magnifies its importance. Sensational headlines and dramatic reporting capture public attention, putting additional pressure on Capone. The portrayal of the conflict in newspapers and radio broadcasts shapes public perception and potentially influences law enforcement actions and the strategies of rival criminal organizations. Capone's contingency plans for survival are meticulously crafted. He considers relocating his operations, diversifying his criminal activities, and even negotiating temporary truces with rivals. His ability to think several steps ahead and adapt to rapidly changing circumstances is crucial for navigating this perilous period and ensuring his continued influence. The final moments of the warehouse standoff are tense and decisive. The outcome hinges on split-second decisions, loyalty tests, and strategic maneuvers. As federal agents close in and rival gangs position themselves, Capone's leadership and tactical acumen face their ultimate test, determining the future of his criminal empire. The warehouse standoff's immediate aftermath saw chaos and confusion among Capone's ranks. Federal agents combed through the scene, gathering evidence and arresting key figures. Capone's once unshakable confidence faltered as he assessed the damage. The loss of resources and trust among his men posed a significant challenge to his leadership. In the days following the standoff, Capone's criminal empire faced unprecedented scrutiny. Federal agents capitalized on their momentum, conducting raids and interrogations to dismantle his operations further. The public, captivated by the dramatic events, demanded justice, adding pressure on law enforcement to bring Capone to his knees. Despite the setbacks, Capone rebuilt his power. He sought to re-establish alliances with corrupt officials and reinstated his network of informants. His focus shifted to damage control and regaining control of the liquor market. Capone's resolve to dominate the underworld remained unbroken, even in the face of adversity. While Capone's empire struggled to regain its former glory, federal agents prepared their next moves. They intensified surveillance and developed new tactics to weaken his influence. The battle between Capone and law enforcement became a high-stakes game, with each side determined to outmaneuver. As the dust settled, the future of Capone's reign hung in the balance. His ability to adapt and overcome challenges would determine his fate. Whether he would prevail or fall depended on his cunning, resilience, and the loyalty of his dwindling supporters. The saga of Al Capone continued, uncertain and fraught with peril.